What to do, y'all? I don't get my damn cards wet. The fuck. Was trying to add that option again. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till I get a different phone or something, or try it on my laptop. But I don't really want to do it on my laptop because that's the older laptop, and the picture is gonna be so ugly. I don't want to do it like that. Plus, I just on the phone, you go into that IG mode, and I kind of like that, and I don't think that happens on the laptop. I might do it one day, or just wait till I get another phone. But anyway, because it used to work, but for some reason it's not working during this time. But let's pull some energies. Let's just pull up some energies. Hold on, y'all. Okay. The fuck? Okay. Let's just pull some energies for the moment, because I had said that I was going to get yesterday when I was on. I said it infinitely. I will be on today. So I have to keep my promise to myself. Okay, so Venus, I just looked at the transit. Venus is in Libra at the moment. So we got the Venus energy. Also, not only is Venus in Libra, the moon is also in Libra at the moment. And next month will be the season of Libra. So we're slowly transitioning into and all of this is in my 7th house. We're slowly transitioning to that energy in the 11th house, the collective, the networking came out. So what is that about? Because we know the energy that we're speaking of is the Libra Venus, where Venus is Venus is at home in Libra, so that's pretty nice. So collectively, is that a good space for a collective perspective? I hate to put everybody in a bunch. That's why I hesitated saying that. Jupiter today also is Taurus Day, Jupiter Day. Okay. So what that's talking about? I guess that's just telling the breakdown of the fucking day. Shit, real quick. We on a collective type time on Venus, and Venus energy on Jupiter Day. It'd be so self-explanatory. Sometimes I'd be like, what's the fucking point? Because you already know everything. You already know everything you need to know. Sometimes you need confirmation and reminders, verifications to make sure that you know that you already know. Sometimes we need that, but once we already have had that a little bit, we've already been verified, validated, confirmed enough. You don't really need that. And at some point, even that just becomes, it's not even that exciting anymore. But it is exciting. Our life is exciting. It's about what you make it. But it's always still good as a reminder to be confirmed. It feels good, you know. And it's a reassuring factor. So, I guess we'll go ahead and pull. This is the first thing I came out of. So I'm not a fixed energy. I am kind of, because I got a lot of Taurus in my chart, but I'm a Gemini sun. So that be making me not want to stay fixed on one thing. But I do know that there's nothing wrong with being consistent with one thing. And you don't have to always change it up, because this is an example for me, because I know people for the most part here on the internet, when they get online, they do talk about or do the same thing all the time, and ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess. So sometimes I be feeling weary when I do the same thing all the time, because it ain't kind of like my energy. What's up? No, I'm not doing that shit, bro. This ain't what this about. Let me not even read the chat, fuck, because it's about me. It's about you. One at the bottom of the deck. It's about the individual. It's about what fucking matters. But that ain't the message, though. Let's see. Hi. Damn it. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to add my financial information in the description. But if you want to, my Cash App is down, but I do have PayPal and Venmo. Jackie New. Hit me up. If you hit me up now, I might even give you a message. I'll be able to see it, but whatever. because people be asking sometime and I don't even have, I be forgetting to add it on the description. So we got number 6. This is like a deep orange. Is that red or orange? I didn't know this deck had different colors like that, because that's orange. This must be red. Okay, this got to be red. Look like a deep orange to me. But whatever. This is 6. The energy of balance. I don't know what position this is in right now, but we finna see. 6 and red, that's root chakra. Hey, Libra does be down there in the sacral location, which is close to the root. So if you got hey, the thing came to my mind was, if you got relationships or you meeting people and shit, don't be fucking these nasty sluts yet, because you don't know who they fucking. Somebody need to find some balance. That don't even look balanced. If you just look at it though, that don't look balanced. That looks like some inverted or something, somebody trying to insert something into something, and that shit not even feeling good for real. That shit don't even feel good. It looked like it hurt. But you know, let me get my mind out the gutter for a moment. But these are 2 different energies. They're supposed to be coming together, but they're still being propelled. They're still being opposed. It's still not trying to connect. So if you are in relationships or you dealing with people and you already know this shit ain't a go, don't make things deeper by having sex with them, by telling them things that you wouldn't want everybody in the world to know. Because you need to know whatever this energy is not something that's compatible to what you are going. It's going to be like, it's going to play out like a phase in the long run. I don't know why that message came out, because I don't usually talk about stuff like that, but it is Libra energy, Libra season. 2 came out. Connections. 2, this gives me Taurus, throat chakra type shit, communication sometimes, even though 2 is just you being aware of something other than yourself. This does not look harmonious. It looked like when you looked at the individual that you became aware of, you was like, ugh, bitch, get away. What kind of shit is that? And this kind of looks like the Aquarius energy. 2, I'm talking about the Aquarius symbol, the sign itself. Then what that is, Swords? No, those are 2 pillars at the bottom. 2 pillars are supposed to stand side by side. These 2 pillars are X'd out. Something is not a go. I don't know what y'all got going on. One is still at the bottom of the deck, and y'all see me shuffling. So, and this one, one of them, I think the last one was kind of harmonious. This don't even look like a harmonious one. Anyway, one more card though. We finna dig in. What y'all fucking got going on, baby? Who is this in the chat talking? Thank you. Where am I from? I'm from the South of America. South of Americana. You hear me saying that? So I say it here all the day. I'm like, damn, that sounds like some shit that'll be in a movie. Okay, 3. This is the 3rd last card for now. It's supposed to be a trine. Trine is supposed to be nice, harmonious energies, something that's easy to try. But it's like when you try to do whatever you're trying to do with whatever individuals you're trying to do it with, that shit is always frictional. It's always friction. And it's in your 3rd house kind of, or it can bleed into your 3rd house. Or you're trying to put certain energies in your 3rd house that shouldn't be there. That shit is not going to work. Here go again, Aquarius type of symbolic type of look, type of vibe. But these things, it look like a spider. Let's okay. First of all, before I go to the other deck, I forgot. Let's actually read the areas, like the type of aspects that this energy is, because every card in this deck, every number in this deck has 3 perspectives. One would be the solution, one would be the inhibition, the other will be the exaggeration, and that would tell us a lot, gives us like deeper details on what the fuck you need to know at the moment through this vessel called Jackie New. So number 6, this is inhibited. This is the inhibited space. Can y'all hold up? Inhibited, whatever. Y'all don't have to see it. Just look at the card though. In the 2 triangles moving in opposite directions, the forces of heaven and earth appear to be blocked. See what I'm talking about? The as above. See, we can break these things down so many fucking ways. Your as above and below are not even synonymous at all. You know how some people can have the right idea but have it like inward or inverted or opposite. This ain't even the same. This ain't even that. It's like having 2 like these ideas. What you think life is, you ain't even nowhere close to it as far as this perspective is concerned. Or we can break it down into a partnership, a relationship, since this is Libra energy. What you think this person has on their mind, that ain't that. And what you would want for what you have on your mind ain't compatible, period. If you would even be able to elaborate and explain, and they were to be honest, those things wouldn't even go together at all. It's not even that it can be compromised or worked out, or you can see where they're coming from. For real, for real. These things, these are two different fucking worlds. Yeah, I think the world has officially split. Yeah, it has. It been split, but now I'm coming to the understanding, like, it's not just for me, for a lot of people. Anyways, so unity is impossible with this energy. Unity is something that Aquarius would love, and Aquarius kept the energy of Aquarius was coming out. But this don't got that energy of Aquarius I was talking about. So let me move on to the second one. Number 2. Yeah, I know they don't look harmonious. This is also the inhibited space. Inhibitions, I need to look that word up officially, but just off the vibration of it, it feels like something that is not, you're not being able to release, you're not allowing, or something that is being undeveloped, something that like has always been sheltered, you're not even aware of, something that can't grow based on blockages. That's inhibition to me, something that is being snuffed out or choked out, something that's being watered down. That's inhibition, that type of energy. And with the number 2, with the relationship, with whoever you're trying to connect with, that is the space that relationship would by default be in. I feel you on that. The divide is more obvious nowadays, for real, even to the point to where I don't even really usually get personal, but the world being so divided that I can relate probably on a certain aspect to a certain genre of people versus a whole nother genre, instead of it being like scattered. Now people have somewhat, and I don't want to say chosen a side, because it ain't that people have chosen, because I haven't necessarily, I've chosen a side, but it's like I choose to see what I'll choose to motherfucking see. So I guess in that aspect, well, anyway, let me not go that deep, because let me stick to this. The 2 in the world, because I'm quite sure wherever I was going, I'm gonna talk about it within this reading. The 2 stands in this world full of doubt. This 2 and insecurity, that's another space of or energy of being inhibited from, because I ain't looked the word up officially. This is just how I feel about the word. Full of doubts and insecure of its decisions, not being sure about what you are relating to, because number 2 is something that you see on the outside of yourself, and when you see something external to you, that gives you more information about where you at and what you are. By you understanding what you're perceiving, that gives you more information of your position and how you can see yourself. But if you can't even determine what the fuck this is that you're observing, that's going to by default distort your own perspective of yourself and what's right for you, and then that'll send you back into that 6 loop. Okay, that's what number 6 came out for. It'll send you right back into that loop that goes right back. Don't do it. Okay, are we back? I would say that must be what the 6 came out for, because it always seems like the energies of the people in this world, there's consciousness and mentality or whatever, the way they're vibing, living, cannot get past 6th dimension. I've been felt like that, but I didn't even know how to explain that shit. But since the deck be kind of breaking it down, I can give more explanation. But it's like they always cycle right back to 6 and 5. And every time, anyway, so this is why though, because what you're perceiving is not allowing you to fully have a picture of how to swim. Because look at this. It looks really like the Pisces and Aquarius, like you're stuck in the Pisces vibe. But bitch, we have moved on to Aquarius. And the reason why I say Pisces, because you know Pisces is the 2 fishes swimming in the opposite position. But this clearly looks like Aquarius, 2 sperm cells or some shit that's supposed to be swimming or what the fuck ever. But that being this new energy coming in, being stifled based off of old paradigms and old understandings, and that old Piscean energy not being fully out of here. And it's this time, this transitional time that we're in, is quite important, because however we do this transition is going to determine as a collective how things are going to look ahead. Because it's not safe to just say, well, after this it'll be fine. It's not just safe to say that, because during right now is what the only thing we need to be paying attention to a certain degree, and depending on what we're doing now is going to depict, even as a collective, how things are going to look coming up ahead. And this is going to the as above and below. We already know that. I always talk about the individual as a person. We already know what we do specifically personally is going to affect our future. But now I'm speaking of it in a social regard. We're going to have to make sure that we are individually doing our best, so that when all these things come together, people who have done what they're supposed to been doing have been able to help the things shape and form into a better way that they could go, because it can go any kind of way. The future is hey, it all depends on what you do at this very moment. Who knows what happens in the next moment. Okay, so number 2 is it doesn't know which way to go or how to act. Okay, number 3. I don't know how to act because the old way, the way things used to be, don't work no more. And they haven't put any type of thought or internal communication or dialogue or planning for anything to change, even though things have been changing and shifting every day since you were born, actually. But at some point, people begin to wake up out of that Piscean era. Some people waking up too late. It's going to be in a space of misunderstanding what the fuck going on. And that's going to lead them in an inhibited space. So, because that ain't necessarily for us. We're not, we're just talking about the stuff that's going on around us. This is not necessarily our life or our, But since we do live in this Aquarius environment with everybody else, it's important to know these things too. So number 3, this looks like an ugly number 3. This is exaggerating the relationships that you got, exaggerating what you thought you perceived from the second dimension. You exaggerated that because you didn't understand it. So now in the third, it's going to play out as an exaggeration. Actually, the inhibition in the second will play out as an exaggeration in the third, based on the distortion. I don't know if y'all following me, because I might be talking like too technical, but the force of the 3 shows itself in exaggerated, impulsive, and explosive manner. Now let's see. 3 is community communication. So is 2. 2 is more as a throat chakra though, the turquoise, whatever. But 3 right here is it rules the shoulders, it's the hands. It's how you perceive things, the thoughts that you have. These things are being exaggerated. And all of these individual ideas that's coming from a collective understanding are being broke up, and that's causing an exaggeration, because what you're supposed to be shifting into is actually an individual understanding for yourself, not an individual understanding for what the collective has an idea of. That don't even make no sense. That sounds stupid, what I just said. It's about having an individual perspective of your experience so that you can actually add on to things and it won't be no frustration and confusion. Because if I come and tell you about the God that you love, because I'm telling you from my perspective, ain't that's gonna step on your toes? But if you already know that God ain't even nothing, for this is just an example, because it goes for anything, but down to these deeper understandings of life, if you already know that for yourself and you know that the next person understands that, when they tell you how they feel or whatever their experience is, you'll take that as a beautiful thing and not something to be frustrated about. But what are we talking about? I don't even know. I mean, I know what we're talking about, but let's see. Okay, let's move on though. I'm trying to think. What deck should I use? I'm gonna leave the astrology deck out so that I can remember the energies and put them right here. Nice. I just did me a in the car desktop setup. Yeah, I wish y'all could see it. Anyways, I ain't pulled out. I don't wanna pull out that deck. I will. I haven't pulled out this deck in a long time. Do I want to though? I kind of don't want to. I don't really want to. I'm gonna leave it out. I don't know why I don't like that deck like that. I mean, I like it. It's all good. But I think we already talked enough about actual life already. I like to talk about, like, this gives me work vibes and shit. It gets me stressed out and come home, watch a tarot reader so you can feel better. So you can go to work the next day type. I don't know why I don't like that. I mean, the deck itself don't give me that, but just when I glance at it, that's what it gives me. So, whatever. Donna, look at it. Like a cup of coffee. Let's sit down and talk about it. I don't want to talk about it like that in that way. Okay, we're gonna read from the Empathic Oracle. I think that's what this is. Yeah, the Empathic Oracle. So beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's beautiful to me because I like these types of days. I like these types of days that are like cloudy, even if the sun is out. But it's like I think I was born on this type of day, but in June though. On a rainy day, probably rain on and off all day. That's the type of day. I looked it up, so I looked it up because I figured that, and I was right. You are eat finished dinner. Okay, sacral chakra came up in reverse. And that damn, I put the cards back. That was the card came out earlier. It was in the inhibited space. So the sacral chakra came out in the reverse. Sacral is the Libra energy. And it's in the reverse. So that's where your relationships and shit. These things, let's read the deck. Let's read the book. Because this person is kind of distracting me. Sacral chakra. Okay. Now we know this is in the reverse though. So let's read that with that understanding too. As an empath, I hate that word to some, this book uses it too much. The need to process emotions become paramount to having a happy, healthy life. So just with that being said, with this energy being in the reverse, if your life isn't happy and healthy, you may be at a point to where you're knowing things have to be eliminated because these things are not helping my internal space or my physical body. Plus, we're in Virgo season. During the ups and downs we feel in our second chakra, emotional discernment can be clouded. Hold on. Okay, so when you're not able to perceive what's going on from that other information that we just gathered, that's going to make you not be able to discern shit either. And remember, the number 2 card came out, but let's start with the correspondences, because that's not the point. I just a mental thing for me. Okay, but anyway, what was I finna say? Yeah, a lot of times your emotional discernment will be also clouded based on you not being able to understand what you're perceiving on the external of you. Because that second number, I should have left those cards out. But that second, that number 2 was in some type of distortion, and that's going to let you know that Libra energy, the people that's around you, how you're even looking at them, how you're perceiving their intentions. You may need to sit back and know that I might can't trust my discernment. But let me not say that, because let me just be honest. We're gonna keep it real. Because I love to flip shit, make it be at the highest light. But this might be important because when it comes to other people, you can't gauge other people like that. So we can't like affirm certain shit when it comes to other people. We can affirm shit all day when it comes to us. But I can't say this person gonna love me right 1,000 times and that shit actually play out like that, because you can't. People have free will. So let's keep it real when it comes to this type of energy. Because these people, places, things, and the situations and scenarios that they end up triggering or we end up making with each other is going to cause emotional tower falls, which is not going to have you in a better space, especially if you can't already see. So it's like, separate from these people. Let the world split. Let that shit go ahead and divide, even in your personal experience. Don't necessarily, now if you have reasons to feel like you got blood on your hands and things are not closed off because of some things just haven't happened, okay, I get that. But all at the same time, try to make sure that you have a layer of protection based on how you relating to this person, understanding that you may not know everything, that this person may actually be somebody that is a karmic lesson, and I need to, if I'm gonna be around this individual, learn from it. Don't be mad at it. Don't expect nothing from it. Just peep game, so that this too will pass and you can go on without being too without being harmed too much. Is it them? Why am I sad? Are they angry? Fuck them, bitch. Okay. For real though, you can't worry about somebody else like that. And if you find yourself in a relationship or with somebody that you always got the internal questionings that you ask yourself in your internal space, you're trying to do that type of shit and it's to somebody else, you are wasting eons. Remember, there's no time in the internal. You could be wasting eons. You could be wasting life cycles. And not only that, that's stressful. You're going to have wrinkles when you wake up. You won't be able to have any bright ideas for you and your life. Yes, disconnecting these ties are tedious. And you've already be feeling like you're in a space that you just are going to be in. This feels like forever because that shit is internally timeless. And you're in your internal space, probably alone, because this person may not even be over there in the same mind because y'all are in two different worlds. So they're not even internalizing it nowhere near how you are to even be able to carry some of that weight for you. Now you carrying all that shit on your own, and that don't even make no sense. At some point, you're doing it to yourself. Okay. It appears that our day-to-day decisions are controlled by feelings that seem endless. Right. Because of this energetic sensitivity, for some, the search for a good emotional experience over bad can start a path of addiction. Real shit. Always trying to search for some type of closure. As above, so below. As within, so without. You'll be doing the same shit, whether it comes to a drug, comes to another individual that got a disease, kind of shit, spiritual attachments to them, or whether it comes into a situation you like to go out all the time, fuck around and get your ass, like, chill out. Chill out. It's okay to chill out sometime to figure out how things are going so that you can see what you're actually creating. Because that's the problem. Based on you not being able to perceive reality itself, it's a cycle. Now you can't, you have a distortion in your third eye. You can't even see what you're supposed to be seeing about yourself, too busy adding on to all kind of other bullshit. So by it being a cycle, you're going to have to just like running clean water over a dirty cup. Eventually it'll clean up, but it's going to take a little time. And it's better for it to take this lifetime than for you to go inside of yourself thinking it's only thinking that moment in time is only a moment in time, when really it's in reverse. You're creating eons worth of bullshit from the internal space, and it's just playing out slowly here. But I don't even know if you follow that part. But anyway, the need to replace uncomfortability with a different physical experience sadly makes an empath reach for outside substances. For others, in a desire to numb, an energetic shutdown can occur where nothing is felt at all. And that's another form of distortion. You think you so hard now because you have dealt with so much, but you haven't even processed it to use it for what it's worth. It's just a big ass bag of bricks that's worthless, and you're carrying it thinking that you the shit because you're doing it. When that brick, if you opened it up, really sorted through it, all you had to do was wash it off, and it was actually bricks of gold. And then, you know what I'm saying? And you can do something with it, and you won't have to carry it, and it could be something that you may have even been able to build a house, and now it's not a weight on you. It's taking care of you. But this is the distortion, though. Not understanding how to, not understanding why you go through what you go through and what to do with it. Thinking that, oh, this is just my life. It's just fucked up sometimes, and it is what it is. When actually that part is true, but after you get past that, it's not supposed to be a lingering thing. That's supposed to be something that you understand now how to transform because you've done it. And when these same scenarios and the same cycle hits your ass again, it becomes something that you can swim in, and now you can use it in this take the distortion and organize it into the chaos like it needs to be organized properly, and things will work out for your favor. And then you can take these same things that were once something stupid and didn't make sense, and it can add on to who you are, and something you can actually hold in integrity and look at and be proud of to some degree, and actually have a reason to be like, yeah, I got through that and look where I'm at now. Not being, yeah, look what I go through, bitch, I'm still here. No, that's not where we're at. Anyway, I don't want to, okay, I'll talk about it. Certain things be making me, I don't be liking to get in people's business like that. And when I have that internal feeling, I don't want to act like I'm trying to tell nobody something. I then start even more self-projecting so that I can throw it on myself and still get the message out. And this is 11th house type shit. I'm in an Aquarius environment right now. It's not third house shit, so I can't be too personal either. So that be me just want to shut down and be like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it. But no, we're going to talk about it. Okay, so where was I at? When you realize the meaning of your feeling, hold on, was that where I was at? Yeah, that's the energetic shutdown. Okay, where nothing gets felt at all. When you realize the meaning of your feeling experience and that there are tools to lessen the energetic impact. I don't know what that's not reading right. Let me read that again. When you realize the meaning of your feeling experience and that there are tools to lessen the energetic impact that these feelings have over you, the good and the bad feeling barometer begins to be replaced, right? That's when you start realizing that what's good, I thought was good. Actually, that's the thing that ruined my fucking life. Yeah. So, and to me, at least down in the South, in Bible Belt areas, that's the main distortion as a collective. People think that there has to be, in their actual regular thought cycling, when they're going throughout their own reasonings and decision makings through the day, they have this innate thing of there is a good or bad way to do everything. Whatever this is that I'm doing, if I don't do it this way, it's wrong. Even if I'm in a situation that's different than yesterday. That's the number one problem with most people that I know in the South where I'm from. At least for myself, I'm gonna say that. And I've always been quite open-minded. But when I started to really understand that you're supposed to calibrate all things, good and bad, because what's good here can be a demon over there. And when I really understood that, I'm like, damn, I was retarded. Just based off of that. Bitch, talk that hoe. Get your ass out of here. It's a mosquito. I hope that wasn't no love bug. I think that was a mosquito. I hope that wasn't a love bug. I'm sorry. That might have been a love bug. Anyway. Because I don't feel no mosquitoes out here. Anyway, whatever. But sometimes, hey, that's a good example right there. You think that bitch is something to love. Yeah, at the side of my eye, my first reaction was to catch that bitch because I'm already knowing the world that I live in. You need to be kind of negative first, especially as a woman. You're already a negative energy. I ain't gonna say as a woman you need to be negative first, but because we already are the negative energy. But you know, you just need to have your guards up. Not your guards up. Let me not say it like that. You just need to, I don't know how to explain it right now. You just need to be aware. Just pay attention. Because that could have been a love bug and I might have killed that bitch for no reason. Anyway. Let's move on. I want to read no more of that goddamn card. So that was the, what it was? Solar, sacral chakra? Yeah, that was the sacral chakra. Yeah, but as a woman, it's not that you have to have your guards up. Let me say that. Let me get on that. You don't have to have your guards up necessarily as a woman because you're already the negative energy. Now, as far as you, I'm speaking for myself. I don't live with my guards up. I put my guards up when I see the need to because I'm already naturally feeling protected. I don't be feeling like something happened to me. And I know a lot of people live in fear. And that may not be to some people living in fear just because everywhere they go, like, you got burglar bars on your house and you got a goddamn security camera when you don't even have company. You've been living like it's not even necessary. It ain't nothing wrong with that. If you know that there's a problem that could be, but me personally, I don't live like that. I don't like to have my guards up. I don't wear seatbelts unless I'm not driving. If I'm driving, I got me. I don't wear it like, because I don't expect certain dangers. And because if you expect something that's going to somewhat likely, if it ain't even your situation, you may witness a situation that was some shit. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I wear, like, that's because you're low key in that energy. I don't do that shit. And if you do that shit around me, bitch, get out my car. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be around you. And you talking about what could happen. And girl, you better, bitch, get out my face, because, bitch, that's your reality. I understand to be peep game on dangers, but I don't go too far. Because that shit has worked for me. And I don't have many. Anyway, air, communication, Libra energy. I should have left the sacral chakra out. Number 9, that's the end. That's end of communication. Some things, again, are coming to an end. People that you may communicate with. These things, or maybe the way that you communicated with them, or how far this communication goes. Like having a friend, like, okay, just having someone that you may have known in the midst of you transforming and transitioning, and at some point y'all cap out with the things that y'all can relate to. At some point, this bitch can't talk about certain things, or I can't go this far when I'm talking about this. So it ain't nothing wrong with continuing friendships like that. It's just that you need to understand that this person is for these reasons. This person we can't relate on these topics. And these topics over here are the topics that my heart desires the most. But I can't relate to these people over here with those things. Not to say that we can't be friends anymore. I just understand that when it comes to certain things, I know who I cannot share those things with, like on a personal level, on an intimate level, like when I'm in the midst of creation. I can't share certain things about the creation that I'm doing because you're not going to add any type of, you might add piss on it instead of water. And I know that based on me knowing that you don't have the capacity. So when it comes to communication, you don't have to fully just stop talking to somebody. You can still fuck with them. Look, say the 2 cards come out, the same energies be coming out for me. This is the third eye from this perspective. Number 2, what you are perceiving goes right back to the cards we already pulled. The things that you are perceiving, at least it came out in the upright though. And okay, that'll be the third card. Let's see what it's talking about. I ain't gonna look the sacral chakra up. I'm gonna look up number 9, which is air. Communication. And these cards came up in the upright. How the wind blows, so do the emotions of time as they catch a ride on the currency of communication. We talked about communication yesterday, about the words that you speak out your mouth and being intentional with setting certain boundaries verbally, or sometimes you don't even have to say certain things verbally, but sometimes speaking and fucking and relating to retarded ass, relating to lower consciousness types of individuals who may can't catch the energies that you are obviously throwing off. Sometimes you have to communicate these things, as cringy as they may be. I get it. But sometimes you have to do that to set boundaries, and that in itself, to face the cringe, to say, look, bro, I don't really like you like that, dude. I'm sorry, but we're just not that's like it's not hard, it's cringe though. Especially when you try to, because before you even, me personally, to keep from hurting somebody's feelings, I will set off all kind of other inklings to let you know, bitch, leave me alone. Or I don't fuck with you like that. Usually that works, but sometimes it don't, depending on what type of lower individuals you're dealing with. And they will have to be lower mentality individuals to not peep game, because even children can peep game, but some people can't. And some people can't peep game or don't or won't on purpose because they already are understanding the disconnection that is happening and they're holding on for dear life. So speak things out so that you can fully wash the blood off your hands. We have a full understanding. And I may not ever, even if it comes back around and it comes down to it not being understood, even though we had this conversation in my heart, I don't want to face the cringe this time. I've already told you. So now I can ghost you without feeling, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to feel no kind of way. I can fully ghost you now because you clearly have not, you're crossing the boundary that I obviously set up through communication. But anyway, let's read the deck. The element of air is known as the beginning. With the first breath, we are given permission to be here. You are a dynamic, energetic being experiencing and communicating your interpretation of it out into the world. Some come from a place of honoring and some come from a place of control. Just as words can be experienced as joyful or hurtful, so can energy. Right. Because I can look at you ugly and hurt your feelings. I was finna say something about that. Oftentimes on this path, you will experience words, energy, and communication that you will not only internalize but misinterpret. And that's what we were talking about yesterday, how it is important to, even if somebody don't necessarily care, if it's something that holds weight, that you spoke out your mouth and it holds weight to you, and you know whether they care or not, if you didn't say what you really meant about that thing, it ain't nothing wrong with correcting it. Especially if you consciously know that this person misunderstood it. It's important to me and it's important to them, and I said it wrong, or I tried to pour some sugar on shit and I tried to say it in a nice and sweet way. You gonna have to say it for what it is, because misinterpreting things are not going to break these soul ties through misinterpretation. That's where distortion comes again, and you loop and cycle back through muddy waters. Then you don't know that shit, that doo-doo, that whale shit came from the same fish that was swimming when we supposedly had this conversation, but it didn't hit because I wasn't keeping it real for real. You got to have these communications, Libra energy, whatever. It could not be something like that. It could be something good, but let me just read for what I'm talking about. A word may mean one thing to someone, and that's what we talked about yesterday too. Be aware of the etymology. Sometimes you don't have to be like stick up your ass about it, but sometimes to even fulfill your intentions even more, be aware of the etymology of the words that you may constantly use, and in your heart meaning them from certain angles when you speak them, whether another person understands it or not. The energy still is being emitted. A word may mean one thing to someone as it's communicated as something totally different to another. And then there's space for explanation then too, just in case they didn't fucking know. And they got confused based on the energy being this way, but what you said was this way. That's another reason why things from a higher conscious person, someone with more awareness, needs to be the adult and explain. It's important to explain, but maybe it's just me because I'm a Gemini. But I don't know. I think this is a human thing. I think this is just a thing. A word, okay. Here begins the confusion of communication. I hate as a higher conscious person, because it says empath, but whatever, has the ability to feel and an opportunity to regain the sacredness of communication. Here begins the confusion. Okay. And empath, okay. Right. You may could be saying something that's so heartfelt, but your nerves or the cringe won't allow you to actually speak the proper words to elaborate to that individual. So you feeling all that heart space energy, it won't even be fully delivered, especially if you're speaking to an individual who can't catch the vibe fully, who may need for you to say certain things out fully. Wash the blood off your hands and tell them how much you love them, or explain to them what that thing that they did, like really go into it. That seems kind of important for the day. Okay, so let me see. After this, I'm finna dip. Okay. Number 2. Second, third eye chakra. Okay. My intuition is open, and by the way, also you could be the person on the shit end of the stick. Somebody may be trying to give you an idea to leave them a fuck alone, even if your spirit through them may be doing things that you know that you should never. This is a disgrace to who I am to go for this, but yet you still deal with them. No, it's for you to peep game in your throat chakra, because your throat chakra speaks the truth and it kind of processes the things that you say. So if you can process it correctly, process that this is a disgrace to who the fuck I say I am, and I'm not going for it. I understand that the unseen communication based off of this individual's actions are telling me, because I can hear with my eyes. It's letting me know that this is not something that I'm supposed to be engaging with, because it's supposed to be beneath me, but it's letting me know that I ain't shit. So let me elevate myself and move on up by separating from this type of bullshit that I've been subjecting myself to. But whatever. Okay. Third eye chakra. The third eye is the gate that allows higher consciousness and intuition to enter. Also, I think this is a second. I don't know. I know the other deck too gave me the throat chakra. We're now talking about the third chakra, the third eye. Anyway, but these things are kind of like, from this perspective, this angle where I'm coming from based off of the previous cards that I've pulled. These things are going to be directly affecting one another. Your communication, the truth that you know when you speak, is going to affect the truth that you see and how you perceive your actual reality. At least right now, probably all the time, but based off of what I'm reading at the moment. And the words that you speak can speak life into each someone if you are able to tap into this, so that you can clearly process what you internally know. Speak it out your mouth to an individual who can't see themselves, because it's always easier to see others, and that can help shift them. And your job as doing God's work is again, you've done it. But it all starts with you, though. We know that. Where was I at? Psychic abilities become awakened. Access. Hold on, I'll skip some. The third eye is a gate that allows higher consciousness and intuition to enter. Psychic abilities become awakened. Access to mystical states, or guess what? What's the word? Neurotic activity in the mind. Delusional activity in the mind can take place too. Either side of the spectrum, it depends. So you can be psychically aware, and then that should still be a delusion. You can be the essence of what you what you thought or what you told them was right, but you added too many details and you really got delusional with it, and that's how you're perceiving it because you're delusional type shit. So let me just read it. Psychic abilities become awakened. Access to mystical states and non-physical reality can be experienced or held. Remember, I just can't help it. I like to keep an unbiased perspective. So I like to see this end, jump over here on this end, and then bring it together because at that point I feel like I've cleared the slate and I can't, it's not even possible for me to have blood on my hands. Anyway, as an empath, your intuition is a very important tool that helps you discern the energies that you experience. External emotional projections from others can hold clues that can be intuited from the energy. Like I was just saying, speaking someone even with a delusion, telling you something that you know they're retarded though, because they're kind of slow. But if you have good understanding and good equilibrium and good processing internally, you can take the delusion of what they said and actually make it make some fucking sense. But anyway, external emotional projections. I hope my shit ain't breaking up too much. I feel like it low-key is. External emotional projections from others can hold clues that can be intuited from the energy that is experienced. Phantom moments of energetic upheaval can even be tracked back to their source. Right. When shit just blow up for no fucking reason, it's like, damn, where the fuck that come from? If you can peep game and you've done that consistently, or at least have done work to get your internal space cleared out so that you can see, you'll be able to see how come things happened previously and to understand what to do with those feelings that you have accumulated from them now. But these things should be used for yourself first. Future upcoming road signs can also be downloaded into our intuition, giving us greater opportunity to prepare for what is to come. So don't be delusional and prepare for some, like, girl, I hope I don't get robbed up at this store. Just in case I get robbed, I keep me a goddamn. I get it. I mean, I don't think like that though, and I know people do, and that's supposed, like, I don't think like that. But I'm me though. But that wasn't the point. The point was preparing. Like, I know I'm a woman, and I know how delusional some women can get. And you'll think somebody got something out for you, and the bitch ain't even really thinking about you. And now you are emoting a certain way when it comes to this person, or when you're around them, letting off a signal to them that maybe they do need to feel some kind of bitchy way towards you, but they don't even know where it started from. All they know is you're acting like a bitch, you know? But see, that's where the communication comes in at. That's probably why I don't never really have those type of issues, because I'll ask, like, what's up? Or I make it understood, like, bitch, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Or I would pull it out of them to see, is this bitch really trying to be funny? So when it comes to those things, communication is good to have, and understanding inside of yourself how you should even process that type of scenario. Should you give it energy when you're in your own internal world? Because whatever you have going on when it comes to another individual, when you're alone, you separate from that individual and you're in your own space. Whatever mentalities, whatever thoughts and feelings, don't let you speak it out to somebody else and you gossip about it to somebody else. That's creating a bigger remnants or cloud, or this is creating an energetic unseen situation, and all things from the unseen will end up being something in the physical. So be careful about what you gossip about when it's already a situation that may be frictional. You don't talk, when it comes to me, when I'm having relationship situations with someone else and there is a friction, or I could feel a friction could be bubbling up based on our energies not being compatible, I won't go and talk about them to somebody else intentionally, because I'm knowing, first of all, that's going to ignite even more feelings and thoughts of that individual and that situation within myself. And I'm multiplying it, giving it to somebody else and speaking it out my mouth. How do I expect, with common sense, to think that I could face that situation and I could ride the wave smoothly, gone on, handle it with grace and move on and still come out unscathed? Instead, what we do is we gossip about it, we think about it, we ruminate about it. That bitch, who the hell thinks she is? And it could not even be that way. And in your mind, you keep it not being that way, because in your mind, you're supposed to be the one who is more focused on you anyway. So if you're more focused on you and a bitch over there ruminating and thinking about you, whether you feel the vibes or not, you stay in your space. When those things come back together, when you and that individual have to meet back up, it will be like, from your perspective, since you've accumulated a whole lot of time of not thinking about that shit, not only has that connection over there that a person may have been pulling on you energetically from through gossiping won't have anything to grasp onto. Even if that individual tried to hold on to it energetically, when y'all meet again, you won't even have a somewhat of awareness of it to where it can even strike. That's how I handle people at this point. Now, I used to not understand that. But now that I understand that, if I feel some friction between me and another individual, I'm going to make sure I'm going to consciously, intentionally not think about their ass. Because, bitch, you ain't important anyway. And I let it go. Just so I can get that part off my chest. Sometimes I got to get that part off my chest. Then I let it go. And then when we come back, it could be like, girl, what's up? I love you. And it be genuine. Don't be no fake shit. That goes for all relationships. I don't give a damn if you're a preacher, your goddamn mama, it don't matter. Boyfriend, whatever. That goes for all relationships. Okay, where am I at? I'm really through. I'm really done, though. I'm really finished talking. I just want to get something off of my chest. I guess that was it. How long I've been here? Okay, 53 minutes. I did good. It is time for me to go. I'm a dip then. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit the PayPal me, Jackie_new, or Venmo. I ain't got no cash out, but yeah, I'm gonna start throwing that out there though, because I always forget to even add that to my description. But yeah, I'm gonna start throwing that out there. I'm gonna put that in the description after this shit is over with. But other than that, I might not. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I was gonna say I might not go. I might just chill. But I can't add the option to talk to somebody else, and that's how I want to do this stream. I'm gonna have to wait till I get another phone or something. Anyway, y'all, fuck with y'all. Rewind, hit the replay. Let that bitch play in the background 5 times. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.